Oglądamy Fortnite World Cup. Tak powinno być. Ale coś nie chcą pokazywać.
Alright, so we're getting ready. It's been a really great day so far. So a lot to get through. I want to talk to...
No stary, coś beznadziejnego. Coś beznadziejnego totalnie. Wchodzą tu sobie.
So you're the in-game
Za 4 minuty będzie
But is there more we need to
znowu
know
tak
about
samo.
in-game observing?
I believe so, and you should go talk to Andy about that, Zeke.
Hey, what's up,
Sorry,
guys? My
może
name's Andy.
słyszycie
I'm the
jakieś
in-game director
dźwięki,
for the Fortnite World
no,
Cup
ale to
qualifiers. So whenever we get into
nic
game, I take
takiego.
over from Joe, our broadcast director, and start cutting between all of our observers. I work with a team of 2 observers as well as a game producer, Squints, and the observer
Dobra.
director, in order to try and cut the best show possible. So basically, all of our observers are getting the
Dobra,
best
widzowie.
content during these games, and I'm sort of the one who's
To jest
deciding
na czas.
which one goes live on air. None of this is possible by myself, so I got a lot of help from my game producer as well as my observer director.
Hey guys, I'm Jeff Rose. I am the observer
Ja nie
director,
gram,
so I work with
ja
every
nie gram jak
observer
najbardziej nie
individually,
gram.
make sure they get the greatest shots, the greatest stories,
Dwie
so that
osoby
when
już.
you go to Andy and he goes and cuts the show, he makes sure that you guys are seeing the best quality content that you can.
Check out the next block of NA West. Let's see what we have in store.
Pokazujemy.
Aiden has some
3 minuty
great
będzie
plays, but
dopiero.
he's able to
3
carry the
minuty i
momentum over
15
into this
sekund.
one.
Are you guys curious to see how audio
Mniej
works for the
są.
broadcast? Let's go meet up with John.
Hi, I'm John. I'm the audio mixer for A1 on Fortnite. Welcome, Fortnite fans, to the audio booth. This is the audio board. All the audio that you hear goes through my
Nie wiem,
hands.
czy dobrze
This is
słychać,
all of
ale
our
mam
wireless
nadzieję, że tak.
microphones for all of our talent. And then right here are all of our in-ear monitors or IFPs so that I can talk to talent.
coś pisze,
Like usually it's
nie?
something like, hey Zeke, turn on your mic. And then they turn on their mics. I think Zeke should have heard that right now. Did you hear that? Nice. Also, I have a window.
All done! Yay!
Day one's done!
What are you talking about?
są
World Cup
głupkami.
finals over, guys, okay? I won
serio.
everything.
Guys, I just want to let you know, my favorite person in the world is in this room.
Wow,
Which one do you think it is?
it's not me.
I'm happy to tell you.
It's not me.
It's actually Kitty Plays! Boom! Right there! You know, it's not easy making this look good. Let's go meet up with
Co wy na razie
Monique,
nie
the
gadam?
makeup artist, to see how she gets all this done.
No, I don't like that guy, Zeke. He's such a... Oh, hey! Hi, I'm Mo. I'm the makeup artist. I'm the one that makes these nerds look beautiful. Oh, Zeke. Sorry, let me just reel.
Dobra.
There's 2 people that don't get nearly enough love. They are the people who operate the cameras, and I'm going to introduce you to them right now.
That's Allison! That's Mahoney! That's Mo!
Touched on right there is when he gets knocked out with that RPG, instantly rips. Oh my goodness, that was...
North, you know, setting up their cottage, setting up their homes.
Take 5, and 5 minute game!
Ready off 5! Ready off 6! Take off 6!
Keep on one!
Ready off 3! Take off 3! Ready off 10! Take off 10! Take off 5! Take off 6! Take off 6!
And cut. Keep up the good work.
Are we gonna do a Fortnite? Wait, come on! We'll get in here! Let's do a pookie! Let's do a pookie! 2, 3, pookie!
We have a post-show pinata.
Right now, Zeke!
I'm
Hit Zeke in the face!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the continued coverage of the Fortnite World Cup Open Online Qualifiers. We are in solos, week 9, the last chance to qualify for one of the biggest competitive gaming events ever, live from New York City, the World Cup Finals. Cannot wait for it to kick off. The action today has been fantastic. And guess what? I've got great news for you. We have one of the most talented, handsome, well-spoken, loved, positive people I've ever met in Sundown and Dr. Lupo.
Thank you so much for that, Jack. I honestly think that's the most genuine and heartwarming.
Aha, włączyłem niechcący Fortnite'a. Mam strzelać. Nie, strzelam. World Cup, a jak będę się nudził i nie będą nic tam robić, to wtedy będę strzelał, wiecie? A widać w tym, wrogów widać, jak w Fortnite grają. Tylko, że akurat dla mnie burger jest lepszy niż ten. A, 1500 rekord mieć. Ale fajne. Mam takiego burgera, który wypuszcza ser. Ananasy wypuszcza i ja muszę go rozwalić. No nie! Ananasy, ja nie chcę, żeby mnie ananasy niszczyły, no. Dobra, wypuszcza. No. Nie. Tym latającym pizzowym spotkiem. Jej! Graduracje. Co tu jest wpisane? Jakiegoś bossa miałem. Graduracje. Po polsku nie umiem pisać gratulacje. Nie, na pewno umiem pisać, tylko że tak dla śmiechu. Oni są taki śmieszny. Będziemy się do kolejnego bossa chyba sobie... Nie wiem. O Jezu. Sorry widzowie. O, nie! Znowu boss. Znowu mamy maski. Ej, jak na powtórce śmiesznie mnie słychać, jak kicham. Głośno tak, na serio. Czemu nikt nie ogląda? I co, jak tak siedzę, to... Myślę, że mnie zbejtuje. Graduracje. Weźcie, nie. Ja gram i sobie oglądam tam z boku. Nie? Już 16 000 mam. Boss. Znowu mamy bossa. Boss Burger. Widzieliście coś takiego? Albo nie umiem pisać, albo tak robię dla żartów. Dobra widzowie, mieliśmy. Fajna gierka jak z automatów czasami, takie jak kiedyś były. Wiem, jak to zagrałem czasami. Nie wiem z tatą, nie? Ale weźcie, takie gry. Jak ktoś grał w GTA San Andreas, to wie o jakim chodzi, gdzie się takim chyba osą latało i takim... Na powtórce to wszystko tak, ten, że... Szybciej, szyb. Boss jest fajny. Kupiłem boss. Chyba lepszy nie będę. Ale Epic Games fajną gierkę zrobiły. Fortnite.
Close, which happens in 45 seconds, he will have the advantage. But I don't think we're gonna get it. Focus goes up with the flint knock. You can see that in the bottom right-hand corner. Gets the first shot. Now has the shield advantage, but loses the HP advantage as Spoiler puts himself back on the low ground. Spoiler in the top right. Wolfie's in your bottom right. You can see the action on the wide. Here's that slight elevation. Transit's gonna force Spoiler out. He goes out in the open. Wolfie, 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Spoiler running out of builds, and Wolfie with the high ground retake from that flint knock, and he throws the tomato and the L dance at him afterwards, saying, that's my victory royale.
Both players running out of materials the last second, basically forced an engagement. The height advantage, I think, in my opinion, paid off the most, especially because you had a player forced out of the storm to try and go for a shot. That flint knock play to push yourself up in the air, such a versatile weapon. Well played there.
I feel like we've seen so much more flint knock this game in particular. I don't know if it's because of the slight adjustment to the shotgun drop rates compared to the last solo week, but players are opting and carrying it a lot later and using it not only as the mobility component, which we've seen a lot of, but a lot more aggressively, like people pushing into boxes with flint knocks. We saw that last victory royale with it, and really enjoyed seeing the different types of utility. I know you were saying how it's probably one of the most versatile weapons. I'd argue probably second only to the heavy sniper. In terms of that, just because the heavy sniper literally does everything at all points in times. But I mean, just with how good these guys are with the flint, like I can pick up a heavy sniper and get a couple elims, like that's fine. Most of the players can because it's 150 the body. But these guys make the flint knock looks just so good.
I feel like the heavy sniper is the #1 weapon for assisting other weapons and getting eliminations. Rocket into a heavy snipe, even a double heavy sniper pushing in, take a wall, push in and shotgun. The flint knock has the movement mechanic on top of it, but it like you said, it can't do things the heavy sniper can do. You can't remove a wall with it on the spot. You can't chain it into other weapons. The flint knock, though, is you catch yourself with it. Both weapons, though, are crazy.
1A, 1B. How about that? There you
exactly.
go.
Exactly.
But yeah, I definitely do agree with you, the heavy sniper enabling others and giving a long-range component. But Airwalk's right there.
Top awareness. Just love to see it.
Disables Amzdalo and gets everything from it, but needs to circle back and try and get that chug and pop it like now if he wants the HP to get off of that.
50 and 83, not too bad. Will still go down to a heavy snipe to the body. Got to look out for that, looking for the quick angle change here. He might rotate out into the storm if he can flip this. If needed, the player still sitting right through that corner. You see he's trying to...
Jak ktoś napisze pozdrowie, na pewno, nie żartuję.
Closes the edge, decides to rotate down underneath. Take the chance here to just box up a little bit, opting not to push that player. You can't really tell how much HP and shield they potentially have, so if he does go out there, he doesn't see what we see. Only 100, maybe 99 HP. Roasting there, but Airwalk's probably, I mean, the player of this caliber could easily push in a 96 and the follow-through, like we said. There's a pickup. Rock's got up to 3 now, 32 points, and a ton of builds.
Yeah, and he got the Shadow Bomb which for this longer rotation is going to be huge.
Just the one, though.
Yeah.
Just the one.
Just the one, and is going to pop it early. Also notice you can see that Storm Surge threshold on the right side. So what Storm Surge is, once you get into these later circles for circles 6 and 7,
jak ktoś szykuje coś wielkiego, coś długiego do napisania, to cierpliwie po prostu niech napisze coś na początku, jak będzie próbował. Ale jak ta osoba, która ogląda, pisze, no to
the rotation, since we're not even at the placement thresholds yet.
I just want to point out quick too, as you said, for passive players, Airwalk's definitely an example of not a passive player. He was 500, a little over 500 damage above the threshold, which is insane. And it's shots like that, 80 to the back on the fish on rotation, that kept him safe from Storm Surge. Crusher goes down. Airwalks picks up his 4th elimination. One more elim. We get into the placement points here of the top 25. Going to pick up 3 there. Get to top 15, that's 5. Top 5, that's 7. And that Victory Royale is 10. Reminding everybody, if you're just jumping into the stream, maybe you haven't heard what the format is like, always going to kind of refresh that in your memory. All the way up on high ground, looked like that might have been Skype. I'm not sure if dropped in. I'm not seeing him. I believe that was him all the way up there. Number of players, though, 25 heading into the 8th circle soon, as advised. 1 elimination, 35 points. No movement here. Advantages for late game, but that's not going to pay off right now. That is going to pay off. Carrera goes down. Another one. The follow through finds Ghost on the move. Looking for the 3rd. The triple gets it. Exon down. 4 eliminations now for Advise. Playing absolutely incredibly. The heads up right now. You'll love to see it.
Oh, baby, a triple.
Mam nadzieję,
well
że ja
done
tego
right there, and that was Sky up on the high ground. You saw him.
18 osób na taką małą strefę. Aha. Dobra. Gramy dalej. Dobra, zaliczyłem. Nie, bo to nudne jest, nie żywam.
So important on that. 11 players left, 10 now as Sky goes down to the feed.
Nudne na serio.
Sky picks one off. 6 eliminations for Airwalks. Push through this wall, find a player on the rotation from behind. Back-to-back shots, takeoffs, gets eliminated. Airwalks picks up another one.
He's doing so well at finding people on the edge of the storm, getting next to him, and then just dipping out for a second. But the one thing you notice, he never dips out into the storm for longer than enough to... all the way up on the high ground. Majestic was on the low ground with Mick the Beast. Airwalks in the bottom right-hand corner, gets traded out by Mick the Beast. Zedek drops down in the shadow form. He's not jumping around, so the player doesn't know where he is. 80 to the body. Can he find it? Pushes through with a combat. Says, I don't need a pickaxe. I'll just take your wall anyway. Brilliantly done there, but now can he win the 1v1 from the low ground? Player
Mam nadzieję, że mnie nie słyszycie.
box directly above him. He hears it. You see the fake ramps out. He goes up, edit off the side, takes the high ground, drops down on top of 1, 2, 3. He gets it.
Literally waiting till the last second. The fake out on the ramp with just
Dobra, słyszycie mnie, bo powinna być wyłączone mikro. Jeszcze musicie poczekać.
And exposure, maybe adding a little too much tension. Did take one more tap on the move. where they stacked up trying to make rotation here. 41. Rick Pog rotating forward.
Crew also in the match was second last time we saw him there. We got a number of duo qualifiers over on the side there. Players looking to get their solo spot. You see Kuma using the stink to try and force the player forward and then editing out. Boom, there goes the second one, knowing they can't stack in volume. And Quadra, that one smells. Go get yourself a gas mask. Try and queue back up.
You're sitting on 3. Elam's now
Bym
holding
się
it.
wywalił, nie teraz.
Signing the
Dobra, ja
more
jestem
pressure.
cicho.
Oh my gosh, the back-to-back. The stink bombs, very lethal, especially
Na
at this point in the
minimapę
game.
zobaczyć,
You have to
nie?
realize these players understand if there's
Śmiesznie.
people that were caught rotating, got tagged
Zobaczcie,
up
37 osób
significantly,
na
and didn't have
minimapce
the
jest.
ability to heal, as will be the
Dobra, ja nie
case
gadam.
quite often in games like this, where you have so many people in such a tight space. There's a good chance that people that are boxed up in front of you are potentially missing HP, maybe some fall damage, maybe they got hit by multiple people on rotation. They could have been, I mean, we even saw a Shadow Bomb player get shot just moments before that, and we're about 50 HP. That is a good opportunity to just chuck the stink in there, maybe do an HP check, see if they're low, and in this case, it pays off. 2 eliminations with basically no effort. And as you said before, we're looking to get the player count down to 30 before that storm surge goes away. We're sitting at 38 above for Dave, 32 players left, so 2 more need to go down.
Oop, boxes the baller in. The baller is going to just boost right on out, says I want nothing to do with that. Now you can see on the side, Dave getting another tag there. You see that threshold number also going up. Needs to be conscious. He left that edit open, but the player, because his back is to the storm, isn't going to have time to take shots towards him. So well played from Dave. Other player pushes it, and Tripburn from Singularity kind of caught a little bit there. Seemed like he was going for an aggro play, but
I think potentially he expected Dave to not look back because, the catch. Good grab there. Tripburn, I feel like was thinking, okay, Dave's not looking at me. I'm just going to step out. I have the angle. I'm going to take the shots from this side. And ended up kind of getting clapped very quickly. Dave's reaction of rotation down there. I'm not sure how to say that name. I'm just going to put that out. It looks like a sneeze. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm not even, I normally even try and attempt on that, but we're in the top 25. Let's pay attention to the rotations. As you see, a number of players playing billiards there on the low ground. Crew up on the high ground. You have WGS Jag, the player from South Korea, playing over in Europe right now. This is the most ballers I've seen in the lobby in forever.
The most ballers I've seen in a game easily this weekend.
I mean, I don't think we saw this many ballers in Europe when they were at 300 health. Europe has an affinity or like a particular hatred towards ballers rolling around.
We've made comments in the past about how they always seem to be fans of taking shots at players that are in ballers on the move when they have an opportunity to. Maybe a follow through here, the back-to-back, can't quite find it. But yeah, look at how many are left out on the field. This is a very rare sight for European qualifiers.
I mean, and it kind of compounds on top of itself because the more players who are in ballers, they aren't going to take shots at each other. And if you're not going to waste shots on baller players, you're not going to eliminate them. So, but once the explodes start coming out, that's when things get dicey because the RPGs can damage through the ballers, and with the 150, one AR round into him and then followed by an RPG can be a ton of damage. But now Pill is just going to go to work, ignore the ballers on the low ground, running around like they're a game of marbles, and he finds Trockley and he finds Elocrats right after.
13 players left. Still on the rotation here, taking a chance to pop a mini. Does have the campfire, may or may not put it down. Not at this point, the storm's too close to his back. He's gonna have to push forward. Like you said, multiple ballers are still in play, and with players not jumping out and not having pressure applied to them, you're looking at way less than 11 people. The player count remaining, that's not the number that are actually forced to engage each other right now. The people in ballers are almost being ignored. The heavy snipe from behind him, Mavjo picks up, and Elam, the push inside. He realizes, look at how many people are around in the same box.
And then said everybody goes up to the sky. No Elam coming out there. So all of a sudden, 3 up, 7 down. Talazeto on the ultimate high ground. Wesley Nutt and Blackso on the low ground. Jag ADX also on the mid tarp. Talazeto looking for shots. Has redeploy and the flint knock. Not going to find any. So ultimate high is going to be in his control. 10 players left, but he gets challenged.
One more all the way in the high ground. Just barely lost it. The flint knock flying up above. What a play. Takes the high ground back. Has ultimate high, looking down from above, only 29 builds. Has the redeploy to catch himself if he has to jump off, if he runs out of materials, but we'll see here in a second.
Somebody else just went up.
Yep, you heard it, there it is, the fish flying past. Felizito might take a shot. The flint knock kind of gets stuck in his own box for a second. This ADX dropping in Mexi from Loot Boy in the middle of your screen there. Tolzito still has the high ground, drops down to the next tarp. Mexi building out. trying to stay in the safe zone. This is the most players we've seen in a zone this tight in a long time. The rift.
That's one. Is one player up in the rift. So you have one player up in the sky. Telezeto on ultimate high ground. Power, Psyches, and Blackso down the low. You have Telezeto in your top right. Power in your bottom right. Telezeto looking for it, and he finds Mexi out of the sky, and he gets the Cypher. Now he's dropping down with the redeploy, looking for Psychic on the campfire, and he finds it. Gets the Siphon, and it's enough to put him over the top for the victory royale. Telezeto, you are mad indeed. The two elims being the swing. 12 points there. Well done, sir.
The transition of the shot with the flintlock midair into an immediate descend, the redeploy to catch himself, and then the swap to the TAC AR and spray through the build while the player was sitting on top of both campfires. 200 IQ.
That was really well played from Telezeto. That's probably some of the best overall flintlock usage we've seen. We took high ground, I think, twice.
He did.
Going there, and then additionally picked up a sick elim on the player out of the air with that heavy shot, and then dropped down. I mean, just well done.
Literally, you were saying he was unchallenged for high ground, immediately got challenged, and then used the flintlock on a single build out to take it back and force the player to drop. Well played. Well played indeed. What a loadout for the late game, too. Anyway, 43 players left. Next game, Europe.
Dobra, już jestem.
42 players
Aha,
left.
w ogóle
I just shouldn't
mówiłem, że
say
nie
it
będę
sometimes.
gadał.
Looking for 41 players remaining here in a second. Someone trying to pick up another one. That was the
Ty,
first
Mikołaj,
elimination
słyszysz
for this
coś
play of
dalej
this
na
game.
live.
By the way, quick reminder, 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. If you would like to queue in, you're in the European region, now's the time to do it. Those last couple in. This is the last week for solos to qualify to punch that ticket to New York City. Don't forget it.
And after that, there's no more solo spots. 8 more players will be advancing from Europe. We'll have 6 from NA East, 2 from NA West, and 1 coming out of Brazil. And then the solos competition will be completely rounded out. These are the final moments. Again, don't forget, we will go a little bit longer than the queue times because the average game of full Fortnite is about 26 minutes long. So need to let everyone finish up, get all of those results tallied in, because every single time, it's going to come down to the last match of the server, those top point lobbies. And right now, Motor is trying to make a case to get into one of those lobbies as he's sitting in this cone looking for a peek. 42 players remaining, so again, everyone playing absurdly safe. Nobody wants to put themselves at risk, and Motor recognized that, trying to pile in on that player as Paquito and Freck get taken down, and we have our top 40, Tohaj, being taken down as well, and we're still 14 players away.
Ciągle ten... No, to jest na live. Witam. No i pozdrawiam Mikołaj, Krzyż. Tylko, że pewno na live go nie ma.
Might regret popping that shadow zone since had a community launchpad placed right next to him, but he's...
Oh, I don't think he regrets it anymore. Honestly, Sundown, I think he's pretty happy about how that turned out. What a shot on the rotation, a quick 180 in the combat to the dome, picks up an elim. Sundown's mouth is literally sitting open. You can't believe what he saw. That was ridiculous.
But one thing that players might not be aware of, he bunny hopped right there to get maximum distance. So what that is spamming your jump button right as you hit the ground to get a little bit of extra horizontal distance, and it carried him past the player. So he 180 and one hit him with the combat. That's what I talk about when, like, sometimes I feel like these guys are playing a different game than I am.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I know for a fact I could do all of those things.
That's not Fortnite. I don't know what that is, but that's not Fortnite. That's some craziness.
It's nuts. These guys pushing the envelope, but Mongrel, speaking of pushing the envelope, not going to pull a Mitro on the dual partner there, opens the door, gets over onto the side, and is desperately looking for every point he can. Doesn't want any interaction if he can avoid it. Will he find it? 2 HP? And he does! Motor gets taken down. 26 players remaining. Mongrel, that could have been your moment in the box. 2 HP. Erosi gets Aki. That's 2 more points going over for him. That could be huge. That could be it. And now Mongrel on the side of the zone, back up to 75 HP. What can he do with it? Will the siphon in the match be enough? 70 materials on the side of the zone. 24 players left.
Trochę dziwne pytanie zadał mi Mikołaj Szysz. Siema, jesteś z Polski? No jak po tym, co pisałem u góry, to moim zdaniem tak.
Martez also hanging out. Martez trying to take the high ground away, but SB Alman is up there as we hit the second placement threshold, top 15 now.
A jak teraz jest Mikołaj Szysz, bym mówił Szyszowiak, ale nie wiem. No, jak jest teraz na live, to proszę mi coś napisać. Na przykład, nie wiem, tak napisz, jak jesteś na live. Jak nikt nie napiszesz, to nie. Kto jest na moim live, proszę?
You can look back and get a shot off and pick up an elimination. 40 seconds left on that European queue. Get in those games if you're going to try and get the last ones in. Quick edit, a peek through, come back, gets tapped one time, very low. Now you have to remember there's a 60-second window after that damage where if storm damage maybe claims that player gets an elimination, it's going to count for provoked. Dropping in here, 8 players left, quick swap, shot, back to back, and MQ goes down. For another, players underneath on rotation, quick headed down to push in, finds another on the outside. One more, looks for another, gets it, Stompy gets another. 3 eliminations, the triple in the feed, and there's 3 players left. Provoke on the ultimate low ground right now. 1 mini pop, moves all the way to the edge, pops.
First campfire down. He's getting pressure from both sides now, and this is the top 3. Can't find the shot. It's AIM Cubex who gets it. That's 52 points for Provoked. And again, each one of these elims, each one of them matters more when you're in these high points lobby. Martaz on the high ground, Cubex on the low ground, 39 to 49 points. Martaz wants to close this out. 27 builds to the 0.
Są 2 osoby. No i już nie ma 2 osób, tylko jest 1 osoba. Ta osoba, która jest u góry, zawsze ma przewagę.
Thank you, gentlemen. Yes, that is it for the queues out in Europe. You see how dramatic it can be in these final moments. We still have more games to bring you. We want to make sure you get caught up to speed on those exact last matches. But I know, Zeke, we've had some things we're taking a look at that you want to show everyone at home.
Yeah, man, let's do this. We've got some cool clips as we make our way into the station. Just some really fun clips that I wanted to take a moment to talk about. Wolfsies, of course. Just had a dope flick shot. Look at that. Over on Violin, and just absolutely incredible. This is the level of skill. And I just want to highlight his rifling skills and just the way he approaches this fight. He knows the players down below, no builds, and you can just see he's using that brick floor, making sure it's absorbing as much damage as possible. Airwalks. This is someone for me that I truly believe, and I want to see go to the World Cup Finals, especially with the last opportunity. Him and his dual partner. Qualified for the solo format, and Airwalks is looking to do the same. We're going to watch this incredible spree. Just look at the way he's navigating all this density, right? He's just, his game sense and his awareness is
Sorry za to wszystko.
He's going to pick up 8 elimination total in this run. Now, unfortunately, he does not end up getting the Victory Royale, but just look at this. He's unbelievable. Once he gets going, it's very difficult for him, for anyone to stop him. Now, here's we're going to see his untimely demise here. He is going to go and try and challenge a player. He's going to pick them off, and he does get traded back out. Now, keep in mind, though, he did make top 5, so he still got the points from that. Now, Tolecito, we saw this incredible play. I thought this was incredible because he used the flint knock to shut down Mexi up on the high ground. And then just look at the HP from everyone else. He has HP advantage. He's so confident. He's just going to dive down and try and go for the challenge. Even if the player had traded out, he would have been in a pretty good state either way. So it was a pretty good game for these players. I mean, it's finals day. You know everyone's showing up big, making plays.
Insane right there. To have the confidence to drop on down, redeploy, but guys, I'm not going to hold this up. We've got our final games from the European region. Who will make it to the Fortnite World Cup Finals? Let's find out.
Nie obrażam nikogo. Tak jak wcześniej mówiłem, to tak mówię, że tylko, tak bym mógł mówić, nie, że tak mówię, halo. Jakby ktoś od razu zgłaszał mnie, mój kanał znaczy. O Jezu. Sorry, tym gorzej wiem, że tak głośno słychać, bo na powtórce słyszę. Wy nie słyszycie, ale to...
With Stompy and 6J trying to make a case for being there as he picks up Zegrin and then gets on his rotation.
Absolutely ridiculous. Between games there, while everybody was watching the quick replay analysis, Sundown and I were talking about the different regions and just how certain aspects of each region stand out, and I think it's unanimous agreement that Europe has some of the best technical Fortnite and some of the most aggressive play that I think we've ever seen. It is so much fun to talk about.
Ja wiem, te osoby, które mnie wkurzają, po prostu ignorował, bo to nic mi nie da. Ignorować zawsze jest najlepiej. I po jakimś czasie chodzimy i gramy sobie solo. Moim zdaniem solo wszystko jest. Jak ktoś chce oglądać dalej World Cup, to niech powie. Znaczy napisze na czacie. Jak ktoś się wstydzi, to nie mówi, ja niestety nie poradzę. To tej osoby, która się wstydzi, jest ten... Wiecie, o co mi chodzi. Problem. To ja nie wiedziałem, że oni mają takie kolorowe teraz. Chciałem go kupić. Pistolety. Nie wiem, o co chodzi z tym żółtym. Jeśli mnie ktoś powie. Jeśli mnie ktoś powie, co ja mam robić, o co chodzi z tymi żółtymi. Już nie wiem, o co chodzi z tym drewnem nad moim kewem. Ta kopalnia dalej tu jest, beznadziejnie. I nic się z tym nie stało, też dość. Ja mam czerwony wskaźnik, nie wiem dlaczego. Nie ma co z tym wskaźnikiem sprawdziłem. Nie lubię strzelać z diglów, jak ktoś chciał wiedzieć. Jak na razie nikogo nie widzę. A może te żółte oznaczają, że tu jest ten? Ktoś wie, o tym chodzi, mam nadzieję. Chodzi mi o to, że tam będą sobie te robociki latać. Może o to chodzi. Myślę kiedyś, że to są no... Nie, no nie gadaj. Ja umiem budować, halo. Budować nie umiem. No już nie mam maksów. Fajnie. Skoro ja mam zabrać maksy? Stąd? Dobra. Zbieram sobie maksy. Jest już ma? Dobra, już. Pozbierałem maksy, co w tym złego? Tu jeszcze maksy, nie jest zbyt zbierać. Do budowy. Nie wiem, lecę w tą, bo to na razie to mi nudy. Czy to było... To jest wcale wykrzywione. Wiecie co? No tak o. Polo jazdy, ja sobie nie dogonię. Czekajcie. Polo jazdy ciągle tu latają sobie. Zawsze myślałem, że to jakiś gracze. Nie, to kulo jazdy, bo czemu to nie? Są kulo jazdy, które sobie latają wtedy. Albo to jest okrążenie tego. Wiele lepszy sposób będzie tak robić. Miał być Warning Cup. I co teraz jest? Ej, ja jestem, zaraz wylecę poza strefę i co będzie? Nic nie będzie. Typowy komuś tego zrobił. Tam jakiś typo był w ogóle. Pobudował się. Nie chcę zrzutu. Chcę tylko... Nic nie. No zobaczcie, nowy sposób, żeby się nie budować. Dopiero teraz to odkryłem, że mogę sobie wejść po prostu tako. Mogę sobie wskoczyć tako. Tylko, że to by czasami dużo będzie zajmować czasu. I kto chce wygrać zestaw dzicz? Znaczy... Tylko... Albo nie. Kto chce wygrać coś z jutrzejszego sklepu? Pisze w komentarzu... Coś po prostu pisze. Kto pierwszy napisze, znaczy jest jedna osoba, to dostaje jutro coś ze sklepu. I tylko nick musi napisać. Nick i wtedy. Na razie jest jedna osoba. Coś jutro ze sklepu do 1000. Jutro ze sklepu coś do 1000. Będzie można wygrać. polski, wiesz? Chociaż to nie wiem, który raz mówię. Pierwszy, ale coś podobnego mówiłem. Też trochę tak beznadziejnie wydali. Wiecie dlaczego? Dlatego, że gracze mogą sobie normalnie przeczytać grę. Innego killa nie zrobiłem, mam już dużo. Mało osób jest. A chcę coś zrobić w sklepie, nie nic. To będzie mi się chciało chyba do szkoły pójść na 8. Wtedy miałem na ale pojadę na 8. Coś mi działo. A ta osoba, która chce wygrać i napisze coś ze swoim nickiem na 10 sekund, bo jest jedna osoba na tym. Ta oferta, więc zapraszam do oferty. Kończy już za 5 sekund. Już się skończyła. Na mapie jest pokazana platforma, jest. Dobra, nikt nie dostanie. Oferta skończona. Nikt nie dostanie. Dobra, żartuję, oferta będzie jeszcze minutę. 50 sekund. sekund. 20 sekund. 10 sekund. Sekunda. Dobra, już koniec. Nikt nie chce napisać. A jak ktoś pisze swój nick, to proszę napisać. To wtedy uznam. Czy osoba, która teraz ogląda mój live, patrzy jak gram, może nie mieć Fortnite'a. Jak nie ma Fortnite'a, to proszę napisać, bo tak inaczej nigdy tej osobie nie dam szczęścia. Nie chcę się bić, do widzenia. Bić się nie chcę. Ja się tylko przylatuję kulojazdą. Wracaj. Ciszy. Dobra. Już myślałem, że przegram. Jeszcze ludzie z tym żartuję, to jest niż tam. W kółko mogę się kręcić, mnie to nie obchodzi totalnie. Tylko, że jestem już poza strefą. Ej, nie chcę się tam wracać do strefy. Nikt nie chce pisać na moich live'ach. Nie wiem, o co chodzi tutaj. Coś chodzi, czy zamknął na mnie strzeli, czy co? Ktoś nie ma tej gry, w którą teraz gram, proszę napisać nie mam. W ogóle nie umiem na te PS4 obsługiwać się, nie? Nie umiem się obsługiwać. Po prostu. Kiedyś na moim kanale były filmy, na których w ogóle wszystko było odwrócone. Teraz jest o wiele, wiele lepiej. Bo nie są odwrócone. Albo nie. Jakbym miał 500 fałdolców, kupił sobie to. Jakbym miał 600, jakbym miał 800, bym kupił sobie ją lub Kurulopowicza. Znowu prawie jakbym nie leżał, to bym się wywalił.
Shadow though on the turn, can Bayon catch back up to the zone, and Grippa gets caught by both of them on the high ground. The single tarp strategy on the high ground, the one rocket he fires down for Elif and the Victorial. He says he can take that out, 11 points coming out from both of them.
Well played there. Even just the single layer of brick, because there were so many layers of material below. That's actually really, really good thinking on his part.
Albo nie, jutro o 14 będzie live na placu zabaw z tego.
I gotta find a spot to connect it, and he
Live
dropped down and did that, which is that's a super common strategy, especially in duos. Typically, you have players that are one's applying pressure, taking shots at people, while the other drops down and reconnects the builds, and they swap roles back and forth. I think we see people in close do that all the time. If you watch the stream, it's super, super common.
Zayton's half another duo
W 5. sezonie, jak byłem jeszcze Bambi, wiem trochę.
But it's so smart. It was kind of like, oh, here's the blueprint for how you go about doing
it. Exactly. You're connecting the canopy of your build to structure that's already established underneath, because then if somebody shoots out what's way back in the storm, you're not going to run back and replace it. But now it doesn't matter because you have another branch connecting underneath.
Yeah, and then you're all good. Well done from them there. As we're on board here with Solari Airwalks, 49 players left, so just a tick under half of the lobby. Storm Circle 5 is closing.
Ale robię to wszystko dla widzów. Kochanych widzów.
Pressure plant, so lots of geysers, lots of innate natural mobility, and a decent amount of mats and metal that can be reused, so it should be interesting to see what ends up happening here as we hop on board here with Train H's Alpha. Train H being the team Train Hard, hits the geyser and says, I'm going to zone.
There's players all the way up on the drone in the sky above. You see them Alpha on rotation, checking up above quickly, gonna layer it up twice to stay away from the
Pozdrowienia
player
dla tego,
underneath. You don't want to get
tej
dropped in
osoby,
on
która
somebody
mnie
else's
w ogóle
structure.
jeszcze ogląda.
Placing the ramp with a cone so you can get quick edits in whatever direction you need. I do want to make a quick statement. You see these kind of edits, he's looking for shots now, and then he'll quickly do a reset after he feels like he's shot for long enough. You don't want to you don't want to get caught gargoyling, tunnel visioning on somebody where you're exposed and someone might take a shot. And there's a lot of players in
No
front of
serio,
you might not see
osoba,
them, but
która
they're there.
wygra,
But what I was gonna
chce
say is,
wygrać,
oftentimes
jutro będzie grała, może nie, nie
window edits
musi
and then
grać.
instantly reset so that they can get transparency through the metal
Zależy
for the brick.
kiedy
More
mnie
often now I've
przyjmie,
been seeing players do a
to
door
znaj,
instead of a window
wtedy
because
dam.
at this
Dam
level,
to
even that
obojętnie z
imagine you
jakiego
have 3,
sklepu.
4, 5 frames where there's a
Dam
window
coś.
open. Someone might sneak a snipe shot or rocket something in through the window, and you're gonna get
Zachowam
punished.
sobie.
Door doesn't do that. So
Close the door.
well, yeah,
Tą
you put
osobę,
the door in, and it's
która
still just a solid surface.
ma
So you prevent any opportunity for somebody to
Fortnite'a,
sneak a
tą
shot
grę,
in.
to proszę pisać mam, a jak ktoś nie ma, to nie mam. Co w tym
Mongo in the
złego?
lobby, crew in the lobby as well.
I ta osoba, która mnie teraz ogląda,
55 points last time we saw him. He was at that 50 mark, so down to it. You can also see Storm
muszę napisać coś
98
na
damage
czacie.
above it. Again, that will get turned
Lub
off
nie wiem,
at
co
30
zrobię.
players, so expect aggression to
Po
come out.
prostu
Second
zakończę
shadow bomb being
live'a.
popped and just trying to get
Będzie
the
więcej
far side of the
live'ów,
zone,
nawet
get
jutro.
away from people, box up and be safe. Mongo wants to play patiently, wants to not be eliminated early. Generally, you're used to seeing him play much more aggressive.
Pół
but with
minuty
everything on
na
the line, with the
zastanowienie się.
cues being
Dwadzieścia sekund. Dziesięć sekund. Zero sekund. To był żart. Kogo mam ubrać? Czarnosercego, czerwonego rycerza, hybrydę, pumę, barwy wojenne, dowódczyni drużyn orżanych, król lodu, luks, magmową walkirię, magmowy ogar, szronówka, król ognia, więzień, władca zglisz, zenit, skra, skórka, sierżanta zimę, piżamkę, kobalta, klucznika, gospodnicę, dzicz, śnieżynkę, droga, karbonowy komandos, laguna, precyzyjna podająca, komandosi. Jutro na live co mam ubrać, proszę pisać. Dzisiaj będę grał dzicz. Grał, to ja mogę sobie jutro. Teraz zakończę odcinek. Live, znaczy. No i moim zdaniem nic się nie stanie. To był tylko troll. Ale strollowałem widza. Dobra, widzowie. Ja kończę odcinek o godzina 30 sekund. Więc... Albo nie, 40 sekund. Więc... Koniec odcinka za... teraz?